Over the past 50 years, our next inductee has been involved in nearly every facet of the sport of lacrosse. As a player, he played minor lacrosse in East Vancouver before joining the Burnaby Cablevision Junior A Club in 1976. The Burnaby Club, a Hall of Fame group in the team category, won 3 consecutive Minto Cups from 1977 to 79, giving an early indication of our inductee's remarkable connection to winning. Upon his graduation from junior, he played 12 seasons with the New Westminster Salmon Bellies and competed in 6 Mann Cup series, winning the coveted trophy in 1981, 89, and 91. Following his impressive playing career, he was named head coach of his alma mater, the Burnaby Junior A Lakers, in 1995. Although he didn't have a lot of lacrosse coaching experience, he had spent 10 very successful seasons from 1985 to 1994 as head coach of the Vancouver College varsity football program, a tenure that saw him lead the squad to 7 provincial championship games, winning the BC title in 1991 and 94. Once again, we see that connection to winning, a fact obviously not lost on the Lakers management. In 1994, the Lakers had won only 4 games, and one of his goals in becoming coach was to return Burnaby to the dominance of his playing days. As we shall see, mission accomplished. In his rookie year, the Lakers were back in the playoffs, and in 1996, he took a young Burnaby team to within 1 game of a Minto Cup title, losing the 7th game in overtime to a veteran Orangeville squad. In 2 seasons, he had transformed the Lakers from a BC Junior League doormat to a dominating force in junior lacrosse. Under his direction, the team would go on to compete in the next 6 Minto Cups, winning national titles in 1998, 2000, and 2002. In 1998, the team was undefeated in both regular season and BC playoff action, and in addition to the Minto Cup victory, were awarded Sport BC's Team of the Year honor. 1999 saw another undefeated season, and over the 7-year Minto Cup Finals run from 1996 to 2002, the Lakers won 152 regular season games while losing only 12. In 2013, the 1998 Lakers team was inducted into the Burnaby Sports Hall of Fame, and in 2018 into the Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame. His next challenge was in the professional ranks of the National Lacrosse League, where he was recruited by the fledgling Vancouver Ravens to serve as the expansion club's Director of Lacrosse Operations and head coach. He guided the team to the NAL playoffs in their inaugural season, where they lost in an 11-10 overtime thriller to Rochester, and again the following year, and would coach the Ravens for the entirety of their 3-year existence. Additionally, he served as an assistant coach at the inaugural Heritage Cup in 2002 and at the 2003 World Indoor Lacrosse Championship, helping Team Canada to a title. He was honored for his coaching prowess with the 2002 BC Lacrosse Association's Coach of the Year Award, and in 2013, induction into the Burnaby Sports Hall of Fame. Following his coaching career, he remained active in the game by conducting coaching development sessions throughout BC, and also held the position of Technical Director for the Burnaby Minor Lacrosse Association. He currently holds the title of Western Lacrosse Association Commissioner, a position he has held for the past 3 seasons, and one that has seen him implement several important initiatives to improve the league's operations and to enhance fan experience. Clearly, he has influenced the sport in many ways, but his greatest legacy is a coach, a legacy measured not only by victories and titles, but by the impact he had on the players he coached. Over 50 of his former Burnaby players progressed to the National Lacrosse League. 5 have represented Canada on gold medal-winning field and box teams, and 3 more hold coaching positions at major American universities. Tonight we add to that legacy with inclusion into the Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame. Please welcome Paul Dal Monte.
Thank you to the Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame for this very prestigious and humbling honor and recognition. The Canadian lacrosse fraternity is a very small one, and whether as a teammate, opponent, coach, or in my current role as WLA Commissioner, my path is crossed with many of my fellow inductees. So I'd like to start by offering my sincere congratulations to Dewey, Kevin, Dan, John, Chuck, Dave, Potsy, who I had the privilege of meeting last night, and of course the Whitby Warriors. It's an honor to be joining you tonight. I would like to start by thanking my lifelong friend and Hall of Famer Rod Bannister for nominating me. Rod and I met when we were about 8 years old at Hastings Lacrosse Box in East Vancouver. And I was lucky enough to play on the same team as him right through minor lacrosse, Burnaby Juniors, seniors with the Salmon Bellies. And I'm proud to call him my good friend. Thank you, Rod. This induction is special for a number of reasons. David mentioned this is my third time here. I was fortunate to play with Burnaby Cablevision in the 70s. I went on to coach the Junior A Lakers, as David mentioned, and we were inducted last year in the team category, and now tonight going in as a builder is an extreme honor. And with that, I get to join some exceptional people. In particular, my Uncle Lou Morrow, a renowned athletic trainer whose son Larry is here tonight. Thank you, Larry, for being here. And of course, the legendary Jack Crosby, who was instrumental in getting me to play and coach in Burnaby. I attribute this distinguished honor to the many legends and Hall of Famers that taught and inspired me along the way. As a player, I was fortunate to be part of outstanding teams and organizations that had great winning traditions. From the dominant Burnaby Cablevision teams that won 3 consecutive Minto Cups in the 70s, led by Hall of Famers Jack Crosby and Dan Mattinson, to the iconic Salmon Bellies of the 80s, I was surrounded by greatness, with coaches such as John Hanna and Jack Fulton and Al Luthwaite, to great players such as Rod Bannister, Eric Cowison, Steve Deesum, Kurt Molosky, Dave Durante, Andy Ogilvie, Ben Helches, Jordy Dean, and the great Wayne Goss, to name a few. Surrounded by so many great players and coaches, I couldn't help but learn many valuable lessons about commitment, work ethic, leadership, and what it took to be a championship team. Those lessons helped to shape my love of the game and influence my approach to coaching, and were instrumental in helping me develop a winning culture and tradition with the Burnaby Junior Lakers. The Lakers' amazing record that David alluded to, in my tenure, 8 provincial championships in a row, 8 Minto Cup appearances, 3 national titles, 253 wins and only 45 losses, is attributable to the many great players who played for the Lakers. The goal was always the Minto Cup, and the players willingly embraced the challenge and the expectations. In addition to their talent, they brought a tremendous work ethic, positive attitudes, and a willingness to accept a role on a team. Most went on to star in the WLA or the NLL, but what's most rewarding is that many are giving back to the game as coaches, whether coaching their own children in minor lacrosse, leading NC2A Division I programs, or coaching Team Canada. I thank them for their effort, their dedication, and their unwavering commitment to our team. They're the reason I'm standing here tonight. To the many equipment managers, trainers, assistant coaches, managers, all who volunteered and gave selflessly, many who are here tonight, thank you. To my good friend and co-coach, Dr. Dave Locke, who is traveling and unfortunately could not be here tonight, thank you. I would not be standing here if it weren't for Dave's friendship and support. Last but certainly not least, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank my family. My sons Dylan and Taylor, having you here is very special to me, thank you. And especially my wife June, for tolerating and supporting my passion and obsession over the years, and for accepting that summer vacations don't actually begin until September. Finally, I'd like to thank the person who would perhaps be most honored and thrilled tonight, my dad. When I was a child, he wanted to get me involved in sports. So as an Italian immigrant, of course, I played soccer, but for some strange reason, he signed me up for lacrosse. And from the time I was 8 years old to the end of my playing days, he rarely missed a game. From the Hastings Park lacrosse box to Burnaby Lake and Queen's Park Arena, he was there. When I stopped playing and started coaching, he attended every Lakers home game, sitting in his regular spot on the aisle several rows behind our home bench at Copeland Arena. And not unlike when I played, I could always expect a call after the game, offering his observations and a few words of advice. He may not be here tonight, however, not unlike the many outstanding coaches who taught and inspired me, or the great teammates I had the privilege of playing with and learning from, or the players I had the pleasure of coaching, he shares in this honor. Thank you very much.